Okay, we see that Proverbs 6:23 say the law is the light, right? So now we got to look at MASHAYACH being the light also in John the 1st chapter. And we'll start at verse 4. John the 1st chapter, the 4th verse. In him, talking about MASHAYACH, was life. And the life was the light of men. You see? That's why I say I'm the way to show you how to follow the truth that's going to lead to everlasting life. Remember we read he's an example that we got to follow? That's why it says, in him, MASHAYACH, was life. And the life was the light of men. You see? And we know that the light of men is keeping the Most High's commandments, his laws, such commandments. And the light shineth in darkness. Now, he was in the Roman Empire. He said in this light, the commandments of the Most High, and him shineth in darkness, ignorance. Right? And the darkness, the ignorant people, not knowing the side of the children and so forth, we were, and those that of the other nations, all the gods of the nations are idols. Tell you in Psalms 96:5, he's in the Roman Empire. He said, and the darkness, people that's ignorant, comprehended not. They didn't comprehend it. That's why he said, there was a man sent from the Most High whose name was John. John the Baptist, MASHAYACH cousin. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light. To bear witness of a MASHAYACH, who was that light. That was an example to show us how we can keep the commandments of the Most High to lead to everlasting life, point blank. That all men through him, MASHAYACH, might believe. He was not that light. John the Baptist was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light, MASHAYACH. That was the true light that we just read about in St. John. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world of Israel. You see? So now going back to 1 John, now that we know that he's the true light, look at what it says. Let's look at verse 8. Again, this is 1 John 2, the 2nd chapter, the 8th verse. Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you. Because the darkness, the ignorance, the not knowing is past. And the true light now shineth. That you know, he just told you who's the true light. MASHAYACH. That's an example of how we can, like I say, he did not sin. That we can follow the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, just as he did. In loving us to the point where he laid down his life for us. Wretched us, man. He that says he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness, and even until now, man. You in ignorance, not knowing what this is all about. You know, we not together, but that don't mean I gotta hate you. So what, you don't believe like I believe? That don't mean I gotta hate you. He that says he is in the light, you say you keep the commandments and the laws of the Most High, you believe in the MASHAYACH and hateth his brother, you hate your brother, is in darkness, even until now. Or make it mean something different. He say you in ignorance, even until now, man. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light. You abided with a MASHAYACH. You abided in keeping the Most High's commandments and his laws. And there was none occasion of stumbling in him. But he that hated, why you gotta keep going over this, man? Why you think he's going over this over and over and over again? See, John is very spiritual. This is spiritual. But if you carnal, you ain't gonna understand, you ain't gonna accept this at all. It might even make you mad. But if you spiritual, you're gonna hear what he's saying. Hey, we're gonna come up with a way to squash all this, man. It ain't worth it. We all we have. And the Most High said to a MASHAYACH, might be one of them little ones, man. that you offended. So you might as well tie a noose around your neck and cast it into a great millstone around your neck, man, with that noose hanging on your neck, and cast that great millstone into the sea, man. He said you might as well kill yourself. Now you are the Most High. You are a MASHAYACH, determined a little one. You gotta think like that, man. Verse 11, but he that hateth his brother is in darkness. It take energy, it take a spirit of demonic energy, man. Evilness, wickedness to hate your brother. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness. So he say, how you gonna love the Most High, who you have not seen, to hate your brother who you have seen, man? Gotta repent. We always talk about repent and keep the commandments. That gotta be repented on too. You say, but he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness has blinded his mind, man. Darkness has blinded his mind. Ignorance and not really realizing how important this is, man. We're in the last days. The end could be knocking right at the door. And we end up in that judgment seat in front of a YAHAWASHI. And he'd be like, hey, you don't like this brother. And y'all don't like each other. Y'all got a problem with each other. And y'all know the scriptures. This ain't nothing new to you. It's just about changing. It's about changing. About change. That's being born again. What you gonna do? Remain the same, or you gonna change? That's your choice. Like he said, we got two choices. To make one choice. And that's life or death. Just a moment.